In last week's episode, we left off right after I had left the boat and gotten a ride over to Södermeja, where I met up with my family. And in this week's episode, I make my way back to the boats and cast off to continue exploring the archipelago. Hi, my name is Nova Luman and I am a solo sailor. For 5 years, I completely renovated my sailboat, a beautiful old vessel from the 1970s. And in the summer of 2021, I set sail without any timeline for returning home. On board with me is my loyal companion, my dog Neno.
What feels true? I just said goodbye to my mom and my sister and my little niece and nephew. They're like, I'm getting a ride back to where I left my boat after work, but it's now my lunch break and there was not a single coffee shop or anything on the island that we were at, and it's a pretty, large and popular island, so I thought there would at least be some place where I could sit with my computer. There wasn't, so I hitched a ride with a lovely old man to the nearby island. And now I think just like 10-15 minute walk I'll find like a bar or something that I could sit and finish my workday, and then I'm getting a ride back. So I found a very nice little bar to sit down by the harbor and work. So I've been working here all day, had a pizza for lunch, and yeah, I just had a really great time. It turned out to be sunny today, which was a surprise. It was supposed to be raining all day. And I ordered some kibble for Neno, like 10 kilos or 12 kilos or something, and it was delivered here, which was great. And I was like, perfect, and I can just go pick it up, and then Toby can come here and pick me up, and then I will have all of this stuff. And then I realized that I gave away my ID to my mom, and I changed my phone yesterday, so I don't have any like electronic IDs in my phone. So I had to use like my old phone and like hotspot it from this phone, and yeah, it was the whole thing. Anyways, I got the package, and also the lady that runs this place, she was like, oh, are you a camper? Are you alone? I just wanted to let you know that it's a really bad idea to leave your dog outside the store here, because there's like a man with an aggressive dog and he doesn't really keep it under control. But she was like, but if you're gonna go to the store, then just let me know, and he can hang out with the staff and with the staff here if you want to go to the store, which was perfect. I mean, I hadn't even told her that I was going, but I was to pick up the package. So then I got to hang out here, and he's gotten like, I don't know, like fancy beef and some sausage, and just living his best life in the sun. And I have been here now for what is it, like 4.5 hours, and Toby just called and said that the outboarder broke on the way here. So I guess I will be moving in to this restaurant. I'm off work, so I bought myself a hard lemonade. So wild. Yeah, Toby's paddling back. Video got interrupted by 2 children who came over and told me about all of the various ways that their pets have died, and then they gave Neno an entire ice cream cone. Anyways, Toby's paddling back to hopefully get another outboarder, and yeah, I told them in the bar that I could just take a job here if no one came to pick me up. I'm out sailing again. We spent, I guess, almost a week or something on that island, although I wasn't there all the time because I was with my mom and my sister. But it's time to go now. I started to feel like I'd grown stuck to the jetty. Saw a seal on my way out. If you know me, you know that I think that seals are always a good sign. I'm looking up because I think I'm gonna jibe any second now. I just want to be prepared. Catch the main. Here's the thing, my mast is not an actual mast. It was not designed to be on a sailboat. It is a sewage pipe of stainless steel that someone just kind of jerry-rigged into a rig. So I think when that is your rig, you're allowed to do whatever you want with it. Rules no longer apply to you. So the thing is, since it's a sewage pipe and not an actual rig, all of the running rig runs outside of the mast and nothing runs in it. And that was all fine and well and dandy until I, a couple of years ago, decided to run some cables through it. I was on the hard for like a month. I had a million things to do, and fixing all the electronics and the cable for the VHF antenna was on that list. So I pulled them through the mast, connected them, and checked it off the list and moved on, and didn't really have time to think. So once I splashed and then put the rig back on, I realized that, what is that awful sound? And then when I left Sweden, I was in such a weird place mentally that I honestly just didn't care. I didn't have time to care. I didn't think about it. Like, it was just one of many things that was haunting me at that time. But eventually I did, start to really be pained by it naturally, because it's awful. It's really awful. So I was brainstorming with a friend what to do. One of the things I've tried to do is I've tried to have like a long string with sponges on it and like pull that through the mast so the sponges can just like expand inside the mast and create space. But I only have a very, very, very small hole that I can put things in, and the sponges were just too big. So I was in France, I had a friend over and we were brainstorming, and she suggested that I should put packing chips in the mast, and we thought, oh, what a glorious idea, let's do that. And it's not a terrible idea. Like, they don't weigh anything, they don't absorb water, and yeah, they just fill out space. That's what they're for. However, the inside of my mast is 270 liters, and one bag of packing chips is 20 liters, and that bag takes me 2 to 3 hours to manually put into the mast while hanging from the top. So I am going to sail to, I think, Norrtälje. I haven't doubled down on that plan yet. I haven't fully committed, but I think that's the loose idea of what I'm gonna do. Because there's a store there that just sells real cheap stuff. I'm going to buy another material that will hopefully fill the mast up faster. But I'm a very stubborn person, so I have gotten, I think, maybe 70 liters into the mast one by one while hanging in the mast top. But I have admitted defeat and surrendered that plan and actually thrown away all the packing chips I have left. I actually gave them away to someone who wanted them. And my mission now is... So that's what I'm doing. I'm very slowly going to make my way there, I guess. and buy a bunch of this material instead. And just try to, at some point in my life, have a quiet mast. I think that would make me a very happy person. I anchored and I went ashore, and land is a tick-infested hellhole. I will die on the hill that ticks don't like me. I have walked through, and I know that that's like supposed to be a myth, that they don't like a certain blood type or whatever, but they just don't like me. I have not gotten a single tick in like, I can't even remember. But that doesn't stop them from crawling on me if I walk through a fucking nest. You know the like when they're like born and they're like nymphs or whatever it's called. That's like, I think people usually don't even know that they can be that tiny. If I show people them, people are like, what the fuck, that's a tick? If that's a tick, anything can be a tick. And then they go like crazy trying to look over their body. But yeah, I found like 12 of those on me, and I just like, my tick sense was tingling, and I walked through the grass, and I've walked through a lot of grass this summer. I've not gotten a single tick. But this time I was like, something's off about this place. And then I looked down and I was like, ugh, they're everywhere. And I think I found them all on me. Hopefully I found them all on Nano too. He has a tick collar, so they should be repelled, hopefully not onto me, and or die. Dying would be the preferred state. Anyway, let me show you around. It is a very calm anchorage. Unfortunately, there are a bunch of houses here. I try to anchor not this close to people, because why would I do that when I could anchor away from people? But this was like the only place I could find. It's gonna be windy tomorrow from this direction, so it's nice to have a little shelter. Yeah, I'm going to have a glass of wine now and try to not think about ticks. Thank you so much for watching this week's episode. Will I ever get to have a quiet mast? Who knows, you guys. If you want to follow along on that journey and you're not already subscribing, do that. I post about 1 video per week, usually on Sundays. And right now I am in Estonia, living my best life. I want to give a special thank you to everyone who's donated to my PayPal. If you're interested in doing that, the link is paypal.me/seemeatsea. See you guys next week.